Alrighty, here is your tutorial for the order tracker. Now, when do I use the order tracker? I use it as kind of a schedule, so I can look and see up in the next week, the next month, what's coming up. Okay, so you'll see that the order tracker has the order or the wedding name, the date it's due, the time it's due, the delivery location, and the total number of servings needed. You don't have to type that in. You copy and paste that from your costing master, and I'll show you in a minute how to do that. And then this is just a quick little summary of the cake order. So if you don't want to go back to the actual cost master for that particular one, you've got it here, but you don't have to fill any of this in. It's only there if you want to. Same thing for a groom's cake, same thing for cupcakes. Whether or not your delivery was included, I like to put that. Any special notes that you might want to remember. How you contact them. So sometimes I'm like, oh, how did I reach that person? You can just always make a little note here. Oh, they were by email, so you don't have to go looking through all your texts when it really was an email. This is whether or not they've completed my terms and conditions. So you do not have that on yours, but you can contact me and tell me that you would like to have that on yours, and that can be an add-on. But the part that is really, really important for the business side of your cake business is all this business data. And if you look at that, it looks pretty gnarly, but the awesome thing about it is that you didn't calculate any of that. The Ninja did all of that for you. So what you're going to get this from, all these numbers for this particular order were gotten from the cost master, okay? So how did I get that from the cost master? Well, what I would do is I would go to this one, and when I did the cost master on it, well, actually, let's do this. Let me do that one that we were doing a minute ago, the Darby wedding, okay? So this is the cost master for the Darby wedding. So when I wrote this, all this stuff up here, remember when we wrote all that? All of that copied down into this part. So what you're going to do, it tells you very specifically here, copy and paste to the order tracker at the far left. So you just copy this, then you're going to copy and you're going to paste into that order tracker, which is what I did. Let's see, when is Darby here? She's not till the fall, I think. Here she is, okay. So what I did was I copied that and then I pasted it right here. Command-Shift-V on a Mac and just a copy-paste on a PC. All this came up, okay. I didn't have to put that in there. You could put it in there if you want, but it's easier to copy and paste. Okay, so now we're going to do the Darby wedding. I didn't put any of the details in because I'm just going to go back to the cost master and find it all there. But what I do want on this is all these details, because in a minute I'm going to show you where that stuff then feeds into so you can keep track of the health of your cake business. So where did this all come from? Again, it came from the cost master for the Darby wedding. All right, so it came from the one just below it. This was the one you just copied. Now, when you put all these numbers in up above, up here, all of this calculated for you. You didn't have to do any of it. So what you're going to do is you're going to copy, and you're going to paste it. Again, same thing, right onto the order tracker. Here it is. So I would just do Command-Shift-V on my Mac or copy-paste on a PC, and all of it goes right here. Okay, so you didn't have to do anything there. Then you can see what your running totals are for your business up here. And to me, that's just like too much for my eyes. So I have a bunch of other ways for you to look at this. Most importantly is the quick look, which is another tutorial, and the income expenses. Where are those? Oh, I have it listed as taxes here, but on your version it's called income expenses, and I will show you on that tutorial where these numbers are going and why that will help you. Then, once you have this name on your list, so we put Darby Wedding here, we've copied and pasted that, right? Okay, so that is now going to go on its own to your payment tracker, to your payment details down here. And when I do the tutorial on payment details, you're going to see this wedding already popped up. You didn't have to put it into payment details. This quote to her already popped up over here in your payment details. So then when you go to figure out what she owes you and what she's paid you, those details are already there. You don't have to worry about finding them. So I promise, the more you use this, the more you're going to go, oh wow, this is really easy. It's really very seamless. So that's the order tracker. So now I'm in the middle of a pandemic, so I'm going to just check and see, what do I have going on in the last few weeks of April and the month of May? Well, not a whole lot, right? Nothing in the 3rd week of April or the 4th week of April, darn. Nothing in May until I have this little tasting at the end of May. So I'm maybe hoping that this will fill in a little more, but if it doesn't, well, no big deal, because look at all the orders that I have going on for the fall, and those are all there, and they're all getting booked and paid, and everything's working out. So let's go ahead and wrap this one up, and then I will show you, if you'll go to the next tutorial on payment details, you'll see how all these guys popped up there and how we keep track of who's paid what. Thanks. Bye.